Yeah, no, he'll just tell some stories from their past, like some of their past adventures, and basically he's just trying to pass the time, as he does, and just kind of tries to be the entertainer that he is.
Entertainer.
I kind of want Negrescu to chime in with stories, not necessarily to try to one-up you, but
one-up me.
To kind of keep the story train going, and I know it's going to end up being a competition between them.
If you start doing this, Apollo isn't above being petty enough that he's going to start using
his adept powers.
Enthralling performance, so nobody pays attention to you.
I actually do think that would be kind of a funny thing to begin happening, though, because Artemis would just sit there and instantly realize you're not aware of it yet because you just wouldn't think of it like this, but immediately she's like, oh, they're about to fight on his terms. This is she's instantly the same excited, fairly excited she is when she hunts, and you would pick up on that because you read my body language, and you would probably be like, what the is happening?
This is like a rap battle, but with epic poems.
Yes.
So, here's what she's gonna tell a story, he's gonna tell a story, she's gonna tell a story, and right as he gets ready to start, he goes, you guys are getting passionate, we're trying to hide. Be quiet.
For what it's worth, Camille is a lightweight and gets rocked on the fresh country turkey.
The crunchy turkey?
You understand that at this point it sounds like we're eating deli meat.
I got a 4 on my perform.
It's that rum ham.
That actually sounds...
If anything would exist in New Orc, rum ham is it.
He's like, whoa, tell it again. But this time with more words. And Todd's like, damn boy.
Alright, so following up your storytelling, I'm going to tell an urban legend. And that is also 4 hits.
Everybody knows about Bloody Mary.
Do you tell the urban legend of you?
I mean, he only has 1 point in urban legend. This is a skill that I'm trying to build up, just like Coker. He might get to that point, but yeah, he probably just whipped out
it's
good old classic.
This one's the tale of Candy Orc.
I don't know.
It's an urban legend.
Okay. I've never sought them out. I've never sought them out, nor do I let people tell me them because I'm a big old scaredy cat.
Yeah, you will be.
I am going to tell the Greek story, which is so much better than your stupid urban legends. But he'll tell that story because it feels fitting for where we are and what we're doing.
Wait. The ancient legend of Orpheus and Eurydice concerns the fateful love of Orpheus of Thrace, son of Apollo.
Yeah.
And the muse Calliope.
4.
Oh my god, I bet you secretly call the other girls you muses. In your head. I bet that's kind of what you classify them as.
I bet he calls them that to their face to get in their pants.
So,
Because it works. So this whole time during the stories, Taker's just sitting there fiddling with his pistol, doing what can only be described as a negligent discharge waiting to happen. Because he's cocking it and then decocking it, and cocking it and decocking it over and over again.
It's like, whoa, so cool,
Gotta be careful of those snakes.
Holy shit. It's like what we're doing. Oh, Todd, call me Orpheus. She's like,
they'll
what
write,
are you doing?
And he'll go, no, yes, they'll write many great stories about you, Orpheus.
Him, please.
I don't know, guys. What's an urban legend that you...
There's a lot of them.
The girl with the dog, where she falls asleep only when the dog licks her hand, and...
That's a dude.
Yeah, and then one night it's the dude that licks her hand, and she finds her dog's dead body in the bathtub, and then she turns around and he's there with a knife and he kills her. And then it's just humans can lick too. No, it was something like that.
What the what even?
Joe, okay, go with something. Go with something like Slender Man.
No, go with
Everyone's a critic,
right? I'm sorry. Bloody Mary rip-off Candy Orc.
Here's one: the headlight killer who kills you after you flash him to warn him that the cops are coming. He'll turn around and stalk you and then murder you because you shouldn't warn people that cops are there, and that's the moral of that story.
He'll tell the urban legend of the high beam killer.
Wait, hold on. No. Tell the urgent.
Well, I gotta see if I make it to a third round with you.
Why not just the who was phone?
Talking about.
I just pulled that up.
Did you really?
Alright, here, let's see how I roll. If I roll poorly enough, then I tell the urban legend of who is phone. Not this time, I rolled a 3.
So you actually tell the urban legend of the one where it's the phone was calling from within the home.
Okay.
With the serial killer.
Here's your next
The
one.
serial killer when the girl's babysitting.
Yes.
Then I'm going to pull out of my pocket the story
Don't look
of...
at me like that.
Story dick measuring contest. Keep going.
Yeah.
I'm so hard right now.
I'm going to tell the story of... You know what? Let's go with an old favorite. Hercules. Like, I need to play the crowd, and my crowd...
Hercules or Hercules?
Hercules.
Or Heracles.
Heracles. No, I'm going to tell the story of...
that's not as good as the story of Hercules, Hercules, Hercules.
I'm going to start telling that, like, awesome heroic one, because I want to play the crowd, because they seem to like that. Oh, that's a 5er.
It's great. It goes over awesome. Their favorite part's the part with Danny DeVito. They love Danny DeVito.
The dwarf community is very proud of Danny DeVito. I want that to be canon. There's a photo. There's a photo of Danny DeVito up in the half pint.
Okay.
6.
Signed.
Ooh, that's rare. 6.
So we have one tied.
Hand hook.
Milo beat me on 1, and I just beat his 5. So we're still tied up. He might start working some of what he's done now into a legend. So I think he's gonna pull from an old Grimm mission where the man in the chair that wasn't there, and I think that's what the title of that urban legend's going to be.
How does it go, Jack?
Well, there's a man in a chair who wasn't there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's spooky. Talking chairs.
Ooh. This feels like the most Apollo thing to do. You see his story go over a little bit better, and the next story you pull out is the story of Icarus, the man who flew too close to the sun.
3, 4,
Wow.
5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
I think this competition may be over.
I think Apollo, while performing, literally whipped his dick out and slapped him in the face with it.
Not quite, but everyone understands. I imagine with an 8, we all understand what the story's about. You know what I mean? Like, we all know, like, we get it. Everyone's aware of what's happening here now.
I mean,
doesn't get it.
I would say that is so potent. Negrescu gets it. He's done telling stories.
Oh.
We're leaving.
Camille doesn't get it. Camille's just like, that's the sh**. He, like, swings the bottle up. Whiskey goes.
I'm like, sure as night, folks.
He
And we're in the come and go bathroom.
immediately ushered away.
Coming and going.
I didn't realize that you got that enthralled with his storytelling ability.
Do you not? This is what I live for. When I said you didn't realize you were fighting Apollo on his terms, this is like him watching me fight. It's the same thing.
Yeah, so we go into the come and go bathroom.
Yeah, you
Like
do.
classy people.
Hell yeah!
So,
Hell yeah!
Your brother.
We fade to black.
Oh, I wanted to act it out, actually.
Let's clear off the coffee table.
Oh, God.
Sorry. Anyway, no, fade to black hookah.
So this is now the 4th day?
Let me do a heal up real quick. See how I fare after that.
Yeah, you might want to take another point of damage from last night.
Physical or stun?
Physical.
Oh, well,
I'm so sorry. I thought it'd be funny.
Can I give an edge sticker for this? God damn it.
you need to get out in that sun.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I'm not healing up because, like, I am, like, withering.
You
You're a
only
little
heal by
plant.
photosynthesis.
I got an edge for such a good lay.
For winning the story battle.
Yeah, epic rap battles of Greek history.
Yes.
Good God. You're, like, all invited, like, outside to chill because now they're used to the company.
Thank God.
Okay.
I need to get out of this box.
I would ask one of the guards, is there a pharmacy nearby?
No.
Is there?
She needs a morning after pill.
No!
Oh God!
No, I was gonna try to find you like concentrated vitamin C.
Listen, motherfucker. He learned from his Greek myth counterpart. He got snipped.
Oh wow.
Oh, I imagine that was something that happened the day Apollo turned 18.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
He does not want kids.
We all learned from Papa Zeus, okay? He learned from Papa Zeus. Zeus don't need Hera coming after in the real world.
What about like a fresh vegetable? I'll settle for a single one. A carrot.
I could probably go find you a dumpster turnip.
What? What's a dumpster turnip?
What the f*** do you think it is? It's a turnip that grows in a goddamn dumpster.
He's not wrong.
They're actually delicious.
He's still not wrong.
I mean, it is a fresh vegetable.
I've been living on them for 2 months.
That's too many turnips.
Are you a vegetarian or something?
He's been hiding down here.
Oh, right.
I want to do a judge
So-
intentions to see if these guys are with me. Got a 5. Are
They're legit?
their turnips legit?
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're tasty.
Yeah, I want a dumpster turnip.
I don't know what a real turnip tastes like, so I can't make any.
Turnips.
Todd will go out and search for a dumpster turnip. for you.
Thank you, Todd.
Meanwhile, I think Negrescu is starting to play with, like, the empty bags and stuff, like, because it's a gas station. I imagine, like, they eat the chips and stuff. He starts, kind of, like, tearing the bags and the wrappers apart, and he starts making origami.
Oh, you're not gonna build yourself another nest?
I mean, possibly, but he's not planning on being there that long.
You guys hang out for a while. Todd's gone for a long time.
Is she gonna be okay?
Hopefully. It's a rough time out right
It's an
there.
orc world out there, I know.
It's like Orc again. Do you guys do anything in particular with Camille, who's gradually getting better throughout the day? Are you just all just hanging out in like the come and go main foyer?
Yeah, I mean, I'm doing my origami.
I'm not really in shape to do
I think the
anything,
paranoia
but-
is kicking in pretty hard. So Taker's like checking doors and windows and setting up like making sure like he knows all the ins and outs and the firing lines, and he's probably pretty far gone down the rabbit hole right now.
I've turned a surplus of like old, I don't know, like the cardboard that beer, like big cases of beer come in, and like cardboard boxes and stuff like that, and I've kind of like compiled them into like a pad that I can just chuck knives at, that I've kind of got hanging on a wall.
I thought you were gonna say make a fort, but okay.
No,
For some
sorry.
reason, I went there too, and I was just thinking Ford.
No, that would have been cool. Not quite as in character though.
I was thinking cardboard box armor.
So I'm kind of.
Even Apollo just goes, "Fort?" And you just go, no. And he's like, oh.
But
I've
it's
gone as
Friday.
far, like, it starts out
It's
with, like,
Friday.
I take a couple and I, like, kind of break them down, and then I kind of put them together so I have something to throw knives at, and that's not enough anymore, so I, like, kind of start to build, like, shapes of, like, people, and then all of a sudden I'm, like, eventually trying to, like, get Apollo to agree to, like, pull them on a pulley system so I can, like, do it as they're, like, kind of moving,
Okay.
but I'm essentially getting very antsy and throwing knives at a lot of cardboard.
Can't tell. Thick roll perception.
Deuces.
You're all doing your things. Your back's unfortunately turned at the moment, but there's a as the door opens, and there's a couple orcs y'all don't recognize. They're like, "What the?"
No, it's supposed to be a giraffe. Just give me a second. Then he actually turns around.
Yeah. They raise their guns. Camille turns his gun swiftly on the rest of you. Like, I was arresting them. I'm gonna roll con. Excuse me.
So I feel like the counter full of origami animals is kind of like working against him right now.
Yeah, but I am also armed.
I
And
want to
throwing,
roll
like-
a con to sell his con.
Roll it.
5, 6, 7. I can't believe you've just come in here this instant!
That's the way you're selling it?
Something along that. Like, you finally got the best of us.
This is their base.
You caught us!
There we go.
Curse you!
Yeah, I got him. I got him. You elf scum.
Hey,
One of the orcs steps further in, the other one stays in the doorway. There's a loud cracking sound as the one in the doorway just crumbles. And Todd's up there, like, with the butt of the gun, like, at head height. Like, bang.
I have a knife in my hand.
Mhm.
Actually, 2 knives. I'm gonna throw one at... No. I'm
Big turn.
gonna lunge across and I'm gonna stab this guy in the gut.
Well, I mean, you didn't mean to, but you killed a man.
I'm not happy about this, and in fact, I'm visibly upset.
Oh, Apollo will come by and kind of just like pick him up and kind of give him a shake like he's still alive.
Does that help?
No, I chuck my knife at the head of the cardboard cutout that I have, and I leave the other knife in him, and I walk out.
Okay. Good eyes, Camille. Alright, we need to get you guys out of here, like, now. So.
I'm gonna go grab her 2 knives.
On the bright side, it looks like the patrol's not going to be around for a while.
Not a bright side.
Hmm.
Because now someone's a dead man. That kind of plays our hand.
I mean, you could blame it on us once we're out of your hair.
That's what we're gonna have to do.
Which one of you no longer
Turn
wants to be a...
It's a large green-colored turnip in a vaguely heart shape. It doesn't look at all appetizing. It's still got a little bit of like gunk on it that you might want to wipe off, but I mean, turnip.
I'm gonna cut it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna take a little bite.
When you cut it, it bleeds green. It smells like
Teen Spirit.
a mixture of potato, beer, and spearmint.
Oh, ew, because I can smell it.
I'll take a little nibble of what I cut out.
It's not bad. It's like
Combination of potato, beer, and spearmint.
kinda, but it works.
All right. Well, then I'll just like be walking. I'll be walking along, just cutting like chunks, and I'll be like, "Hey, do you want to try some?" This is a lot better than the. What was the thing? Eggplant
No.
parmesan that we were suffering through.
Oh.
And the truth comes out.
Oh no.
That man microwaved it. I couldn't tell if I was gonna get it scalding hot or an ice cube.
Oh no. So we were running to the exit,
Yeah, we left.
being
Rooney.
led by Hot Toddy. Called that because goblinization didn't hit her very hard. So she almost could pass for human.
Oh, wow.
Her giveaway is the tusks and the fact that she's still bigger than average, but otherwise, like, she looks fairly human.
Like she's the one they picked to put on like their college brochure covers.
You guys are making your way very quick. There's no stealth happening. That's not a thing. This has already gone sideways.
Yeah.
And as you're going through, you're seeing more barbed wire. You're seeing more boarded buildings. You're seeing sandbags. And you are very much informed that you're coming across one of the functioning exits of the Orc Underground. Probably not going to be functioning much longer.
Can we, at this point, see what we can assume to be like the gate?
Yeah.
Okay. Like the exit point.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
say there's like a makeshift fence made up with barbed wire across the top. There's like a sandbag out front. There's like a couple orcs standing out there.
Mhm.
They haven't noticed you yet. They're kind of just like not paying attention.
How are we situated? We're like running.
Pretty much.
Okay.
I mean, unless you want to do something else.
I was gonna say something, but I was gonna hope that the orcs that are guiding us don't hear me.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna look at the group, and I'm actually not gonna have Apollo say this to you guys. I'm gonna say it in my own really way. But I'm like, if we can see the exit, I don't care how many people we kill to get out of here. We all gotta make it.
I would also like to point out, I did mention this earlier, Mr. Green would have left you
Mm.
earlier to go back and find more people to escort.
I thought you did mention that he dropped us off at the gas station. And he
Like,
made
the
us-
only people that we've been with has been
Yes.
Camille and Todd.
Yeah, no, I figured that he bounced to Rooney.
His job was done. This is as far as he can get you guys.
Yep.
So, do any of you have a plan or any idea of what you want to do coming towards this gate?
I mean, I'm a parkour guy, and that's a fence, so
Yeah.
it's not really a problem for me.
Barbed at the top, so that could be a bit of a hazard, but yeah.
Is the gate, I assume, is closed?
It's not really a gate. It's like a fenced area. that
Okay.
you
Is
could
So that
get through.
right, well, once we get through the fence, how do we literally get up?
There's it looks like, it almost looks like it goes up and towards a subway tunnel or like an underground tunnel like you would go through,
Like for cars.
like for cars.
Okay,
Some
so
sort of vehicle ramp.
okay.
is the fenced area well lit?
Fairly, I mean, you're in the Arc Underground. You've got artificial sunlight.
Okay.
I want to do a perception, just to kind of gauge.
It's probably, I mean, you could probably still do your
I'm gonna do a perception as well.
So
just
there's
cut the gate
light,
in half.
but not necessarily well lit.
It's not blinding.
It's
not-
dim or indirect.
Sure.
So just cut the gate and we can run through it.
I mean, yeah, or I could just go through the gate and you guys can get over.
I got a 5. I basically just want to see, like, the general state of the union down here. Like, if we just book it, how many people are in between us and the fence? And, like, how, like...
You see two. Beyond that, it looks like it's an obvious strategic checkpoint, a place that these patrols pass through. So you would expect more, but you wouldn't really know how many there would be.
Alright. But I only see 2.
One on either side.
I would just say cheese it then. Like, if it's only 2, then we can, like, overpower those
That's-
guys, like,
yeah.
real easy.
Yeah, so we're not even gonna bother to try to have you talk us through it.
No.
Okay.
Because I don't think it would work anyway.
I mean, I don't either, but we did say before this, I remember specifically laying down the ground rule that, like, we would give you the opportunity to.
Yeah, I think that was mostly to appease Mr.
Okay, I'm just checking more even out of character as well, that, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, Apollo at this point, he'd be like, you know, yeah, at this point, he's just like, talking hasn't worked for me yet down here. Let's go.
Yeah, you're like, I can feel the sun now. Get me the out of here.
So it sounds like we're going in loud.
Going in loud and proud. In fact, actually, speaking of going in loud, I think the first thing that I would do is send off a screamer, hoping to distract them. A screamer arrow.
Okay.
How long is this fence? Is it like fenced out in the way that it like in our
It
line of
goes
sight
from,
it
like-
goes like boop boop boop, or is it like a long fence?
It goes from like buildings on the right side of the road, stops in the middle, starts again to the buildings on the left side of the road. Like it goes across the whole street with an entry in the middle.
Okay, then I'm gonna try to shoot the screamer arrow past the guards. Hoping to either potentially even disorient them with how loud it is near them, but definitely pull their attention at least away so that they look behind them as it flings by.
Roll a shoot.
Yes.
You fire the screamer, and it
Yeah, I do.
whizzes between the orc sentries. One of them turns around, is like, "What the?" They both immediately raise their guns because a loud noise whipped past them at a high velocity.
I mean, I assumed guards already had their guns out.
Oh,
They're on
them.
slings.
Yeah, but they have them on
okay.
a sling, right?
Yeah, I hadn't anticipated getting them more prepared for the fight with this because I assumed being guards they were as prepared as they were gonna be.
One of them clearly sees the rest of you after that, and you see her like talking to a radio, which garbles in Todd and Camille's radios.
Saying? Because we can hear it.
I mean, yeah.
Is he calling for backup?
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing that we're just running.
Yeah.
We've got intruders or escapees, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a thing.
Sorry,
Alright,
boys.
let's
I
roll.
really didn't think that this would make it worse.
Initiatives.
I mean, I think I'm gonna try to do an intimidate, actually.
All right, you're gonna spook him.
Yeah, because he hasn't been Foggy McStevens in some time. He's Romanian Jesus.
Yeah, he's not foggy.
He was in that trio. He slayed Anarchy.
He did.
Yeah.
You're the guy.
So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna get a little whippy, and he's gonna get a little fancy with his whips. Obviously, not in range. but I think he's going to declare himself the New Order. Alright, so that's 3 hits to intimidate.
So, the guard that had looked away at the screamer whips around because you're making a hootin' and hollering and you're whippity-whapping.
Yeah.
And he, like, you can visibly see him, like, shaking. He didn't expect to see action here.
Mm. No, it was supposed to be an easy job.
Yeah. The other one's like, hits him, and like, get your shit together as you close the distance and be spooky.
I'm going to do the explosive knee called. I'm going to do the explosive arrow called shot knee.
You're gonna explode their knee, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. Cold shot knee, exploding the knee.
Can you tell me how
Yes.
the thing on the knee? You tend to have that right at the ready.
Yeah, I keep it open because I use it a lot. Foot, hand.
I'll do hip if
Minus
it's available.
8.
Oh.
Hip is available.
What's
Minus 6.
Oh yeah, I'll do hip.
Hips don't lie.
That's my Shakira. That is a 5 from me.
Well, either that orc is going to be really spry, or that orc doesn't have a hip anymore.
Which orc was it?
Yeah. The one that seemed to be more on his game.
The one that was telling you the one to man up?
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got a 5.
Well, you missed.
Spry orc.
This mother going down.
So there's an explosion
You know what?
behind him.
He dodged out of the way, and I chuckle and I go, "Yes, dance for me."
So there is a small explosion. Shots are fired indiscriminately in your general direction.
I don't want to be rude, but are you going to be able to find cover or something?
I'll be fine.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a thing that I want to do, and then I'll just
Okay, cool.
hide.
There were some startled orcs. They fired randomly. Go ahead and roll Dodgerino. -3.
Uh-oh.
You want me to do what?
You heard me.
Okay, I'm gonna edge that.
Yeah.
Is that what I want? I don't want to be out yet.
You don't want to get shot?
I want to make it out of this hole.
Well, I guess you have to get good.
Scrum.
Listen here, mother. Oh, my ass.
Someone pour me. Isn't that cool?
That's gonna
5?
hurt.
Yes. How many do I
You take
take?
6 damage.
What the f***? They got a 50 on the wall?
Yeah, what the hit me with? A grenade?
With an AK-97 as a base damage 10.
Bad.
Who's the one who radioed?
It was the one who's got the same one that shot her. The one doing everything.
I'm going to look her dead in the eye, and I'm going to say, radio back, false alarm, and then I'm going to roll, commanding voice.
You see her go to the radio, and then go, what? No.
And I'm just gonna, after that, I'm gonna be like, oh, that was my big play, and I'm gonna duck behind something.
Shoot in the air. But you might shoot a guy. This time. You
Oh.
might shoot him.
This might be the time.
I'm at -1.
I'm gonna shoot homeboy in...
Which homeboy?
She got the check.
The one who hasn't been shooting because he hasn't gone yet.
Scary
So
boy.
I'm gonna try to keep him from going.
He falls to the ground and holds his little orc helmet. And it's gonna be his turn.
Roll to see if he pees his pants.
He pees his pants. But he
Oh.
still gets to attack.
While urinating.
I mean, that's only a half action.
The peeing, I think, is his movement action.
Or would you call that a free action?
You don't really have to focus on it.
True. The humiliation of it, though. That might make him, like,
Focus on it a little bit.
focus on it, so that might be a half action.
I don't know if... Yeah, but I feel like the humiliation
roll
will come
a
later.
Dodge -5.
Wow.
Full
Oh.
auto.
Okay. So 1.
You dodge.
Ha!
Because he rolled a 1. Boy, is it close. Because he's on the ground and he's just holding the trigger as he's trying
I
to
just
get up.
jump and the bullets go underneath of me.
They're just whizzing all around you. You don't move because that might kill you. As long as you're not moving, he can't hit you.